Said it.
Was good, was good. So what happened to you yesterday? Like, I know Arya crashed into you and she felt bad.
No,
and then we saw
yeah.
you in the back of the cup.
I meant to talk to her. Like, it's not her fault. I mean, it was pure accident, right?
Yeah.
Crash happens. Sirens turn on.
Yeah.
Cops are there. I have no reason to believe anything's gonna happen to me because, like, I'm like fucked up on the ground, right?
Yeah.
And like, it's not like they're chasing me, whatever. And I'm like, look, not her fault, like, whatever. I'm like, I even go, to Arya, like, hey, like, she's hiding her identity or whatever. I'm like, hey, if you're a taxi driver, maybe you pick me up, like, at the hospital, $100. I'm injured as shit, so my sentences are short, begrudging, whatever, right? I hate that I even need to explain how hard I was role-playing the injury, but
you were hurt on the ground, and you're injured.
So, like, I think they were waiting for medical, 10 minutes, whatever, and then sort of like all of a sudden I get asked, like, medical arrives, like, yo, why were you driving so fast? And I'm like, huh? And bear in mind, I've already now witnessed this cop going and, like, documenting the vehicle, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, to be fair, it could have been you could have been passenger, and someone else could have been driving. And when they crashed, they took off.
I'll get there,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you're on the right line of thinking, right?
Yeah.
And so, I'm just like, yo, like I let her know, like, hey, let me get medical or whatever, and now medical's treating me or whatever, and she asked me like another question or something like that, and then EMS asked, like, yo, is he detained right now, just so she's aware. Not on the EMS, like, that's probably what they normally got to ask, right? She's just doing her job.
Yeah.
And she starts talking to me about, like, yo, this happened, and I'm gonna, like, detain, I didn't arrest you yet, And I'm just like, yo, like, at this point, I'm like pissed, like, motherfucker, like, in a worst case scenario, I'm a driver of a stolen vehicle that you saw, like, at the last second. Do you really need to do this entire song and dance right now while I'm, like, fucked up on the ground? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and, like, I'm not on the ground just, like, having a normal fucking conversation.
Yeah, you're in pain,
Yeah, and I'm sort of, like, annoyed at this point that she's not picking up, like, on my injuries.
Yeah.
So at this point, so I snap back and I'm like, yo, can I wait till I get some fucking medical? I got, like, a fake voice on and all that. And I'm just, like, annoyed, right?
Yeah.
Like, that I need to be like, yo, let me get treated. She goes, oh, okay, we're switching up now, and then walks off. I'm like, just like, what is this fucking bullshit? Like, the fuck? Like,
oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, all right, this is that. Like, at that point, I'm just like, I literally don't, like, I'm sorry that maybe some cops, like, are fully coherent after getting shot up on the ground, making calls for arrests and all that, which, by the way, happened to me this last week. And, like, I can identify the difference between little Tuggz because of his size, but then can conveniently ignore other people that look exactly like me because I'm around more than someone else, but they know for sure that's me. And that they happen to be looking at the exact warehouses that actually have, interest for us, but somehow conveniently ignore the other 9 that we equally walk in and out of. And all this other, like, spew of bullshit that they're used to, just like, damn, man, why is this guy not fully coherent on the ground and want to have a full-blown conversation about the reasons for arrest after he's been in a fucking injury? And that this is the more important thing is this joyriding and is this a dangerous man than whether or not this guy ends up living? right? As if the badge is supposed to mean like not like how good your like fucking rank in Valorant is, but instead like, you know, are you like, I don't know, actually protecting the street? Because the first one really sounds like you're pretty much a gang member that we're at war with, versus like at least some like semblance of law and order. Like it's crazy. And I know like what I'm saying like sounds like pretty like vile, but Patar, there's no other way to put it. There's like and I struggle to find like any way that I can say it like in a nicer way other than just pretend it didn't happen. But these things happen to me. It continues to fuck my life, and now I got to make the like really shitty decisions. Like I now need to think, if I get pulled over, do I just shoot the cop? Like I have never thought like that in like God knows how long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I can't lie. Being treated by the police, knowing that you're associated with CG, is a completely different world than being treated by the police in any other like situation. Because I starting hanging out with you guys, like I wanted to shoot cops 900 times more.
Oh yeah.
Than I did when I was solo dolo, just
bro,
me back in the day,
Oh yeah, bro. I'm with you, dude. Like I knew the boys before Chenggang. Way back. It was like me, Kay, Garrett, even before Rami was in the picture and shit. Like long time ago, right? And back then, like I remember the PD, they used to have something called like Spud Unit and shit. And it was like like full blown like memes. They're more competent than half this fucking police force now. Like, bro, brother, like I was losing my mind. When I got the medical done, they wouldn't tell me. They were like, I don't know how to say this. I was getting treated like I was talking weird. Like as if like I cannot be mad. I've just been treated like a piece of meat. And the moment I showed any resistance, like I've literally been in a car accident and you're just like, press this button on the NDT, like, is the arrest? Okay, gonna get this point. Like, bro, I start asking, like, after I get medical, like, yo, can I just tell me, like, what the fuck is going on? Because I've literally, all this shit happened to me and I'm still confused. The same cunt that, like, brought me to civil court over some dumb shit and then lied on the stand, interjects himself and is like, oh, we're not going to talk about this over here. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bro, number one, you're not even there. And why, like, am I not allowed to ask, like, why am I in fucking cuffs? I've been in the situation for like 30 minutes, dude. Then the cop Riker goes and he ends up going and like refusing to answer anything. And now is mad that I'm mad, right? Yeah. Which is insane. Like,
but
and then he refuses to tell me why I'm under arrest. I'm like, why am I under arrest? We'll tell you after we go down to the station. Like, bro, am I like under some like massive investigation? It's fucking joyriding, dude. Like, what the fuck? At worst. Yeah. And you just treated me like shit, and you're acting like I can't be mad. Like I can't have emotions. You know what I mean? Like.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, even like this, like this storm, talking with a different voice dressed up like this, I do money runs and I never, ever, ever get arrested for them. They just take the car and they let me go. But if I do next storm, I feel like I just I get sent to jail with like 12 other different charges on top of that,
It's crazy. I viewed like that entire thing like I'm crying. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you're crying,
which is insane. Like that, like they want me to act like I'm some kind of like random entity in some like lobby somewhere. Like, oh, like I should have like genuinely,
like you respawned and you healed up.
Yeah, I genuinely felt like confused, unknown what is expected. Like, am I supposed to just be like, oh, you got me, and then like okay, guys, you queuing up for the next one? Like genuinely, like, I was just so bewildered. I have never in God knows how long, like, been just so confused what I can do without it being taken the wrong way. Like, it's insane.
Yeah. No, it's
And then they had the audacity that they brought me all the way down to Mission Road. Didn't even tell me why I'm getting arrested. Refused to bring, like, even just tell me the charges and explain it. But were like immediately and just so extremely defensive. Instead of just explaining why it happened, they were so pressed about me snapping at them on the ground and then getting more mad when they're not like even telling me what's happening at the hospital. Like I have zero, like I don't know, like
you have no right, you have no say, you just need to comply and just take it up the ass, you know?
Take it up the ass. Then this fucking prick Riker goes and tells my lawyers that the arrest happened because I was like being mean to them.
What?
That was the original. For me being like, can you just wait till I get medical to ask me questions? Like, motherfucker, am I some like dangerous psycho right now? Like, I've been in a car crash at best. Oh, he also tells me that their fucking radars lock in, which I'm pretty sure that's not even the case, by the way. And it's not like I don't talk to cops and they don't tell me shit. Like, bro, like, and then he says one thing to my lawyer. He tells me that they've decided to press all these arrests and they'll only drop them if I like apologize or some shit. Like, what kind of like egotistical,
it's like a power trip,
assholes? These, if this was in any other city, I would wish that they go down the wrong neighborhood and get shot, because these are the kind of people that, you know, fuck up like United States. You know what I mean? So
no, 100%.
I don't.
And that's the thing is, like, unfortunately, it's like a virus. It's spread and spread and spread, and even like the good cops, they get shit on it because of the, because of like, like it doesn't matter how many good cops there are, as long as the shit cops keep on doing what they're doing, it just ruins the whole PD, you know?
Well, the problem is that these, like, that's exactly it. It's like, I don't know, like, where the fuck they're, like, finding these people. Number two, who the fuck is, like, training them? Like, obviously, this must sound fresh coming from, like, two fucking terrorists at this point. But, like, you know, it's almost like, I know I never expected to be at this, like, point in my life. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
I got shit by the crew all the time for not just like immediately shooting cops and this and that, because, you know, they went through their problems. Like, you know, I came after they had already.
We're going through it fresh now.
Yeah. And so, like, I've always been hesitant. Like, okay, do I want to do this? Is it worth it? Like, does it make, you know what I mean? Like, going through an entire checklist in my mind.
Is it worth shooting here? Can we get away without shooting? But it's like,
And it's like the entire checklist has been reduced down for me to and shooting, not because of any other reason other than the way the police department has been treating it. Not because I get caught doing things. It's because there is no, they push you. They find any little moment they get, push you into a corner, and then hold a gun out and say, what are you going to do? So what do you get left to do? You say, all right, there's a chance I'm about to get fucked in the asshole just because I got a lockpick. I might as well shoot them. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I hate feeling that way. So now I'm like, okay, how do I do a little of both without it being like super strange? I'm going to go interview every cop and make a hit list.
Yeah. Like today, I don't know what the other cop's name was, but one of them was Aspen Gray.
Yeah.
And her partner. I don't know who they were, but I was doing a money run. There was 3 units behind me.
Yeah.
I could talk my way out of it, but I was using a different voice, so they didn't know it was like me. So it's like, I don't know, like, I don't think I would try that next storm. Next storm, I would just whip out my pistol and shoot them, you know?
I know that in character on Tuggz. I also know that.
Because I know it won't
there's
fly
no
there.
auto plate reader. The guy was lying through his teeth. Aside from that,
any cops on your list that wake up this storm?
I think Riker and Maeve might.
Okay.
Yep.
Did anything happen